Hey everybody, I'm back. I had a great vacation out in Michigan. I'm gonna miss everybody out there. Um, James and I were actually gonna do our Extreme Rules prediction video on Wednesday. We forgot, so it's short notice. But here's my video with my predictions for how the night's gonna go. First off, you've got Kalisto versus Apollo Crews. I only found out about this match on the kickoff show because I googled the match list to make sure that I had everything. Apparently this match was just announced today. They were like, all right, what are we going to do for the kickoff show? Let's throw Kalisto and Apollo Crews in a match. Typically, I would go with the face for the kickoff show win. You get the crowd excited, they're amped up. The problem with this is Crews, I'm still kind of iffy on exactly where he stands, so I would like to see an Apollo Crews win that is clearly a heel victory. Whether it's him watching Titus hit Kalisto from outside, or however it happens, I want to see something that definitely puts Apollo Crews in the heel category. So we're going with Crews for the kickoff show win. Then we have Rich Swann and Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox and Noam Dar. I believe that this whole storyline started as a way to try to bring Cedric Alexander back in. Maybe he wasn't cleared to compete yet, and that's why that hasn't happened. Or maybe it'll happen tonight. I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Sasha Banks and Rich Swann winning when Cedric's music hits and distracts Alicia, and then Sasha hits the Banks statement and Alicia taps out. So we're going with Crews and Sasha Banks and Rich Swann. Then you've got Austin Aries versus Neville in the submission match for the Cruiserweight title. I've picked him every time so far. This time there's no way that Neville can get himself disqualified. I'm still going with Austin Aries to be Cruiserweight champion. And then we move on to the Hardys versus Sheamus and Cesaro inside a steel cage. That was a strange choice by the Hardys for me. I think it's to make people question, because Sheamus and Cesaro are going to throw them around. The Hardys are going to be resembling lawn darts by the end of the evening. We know that they can do that. I'm iffy on exactly how I see this match ending. I think if, with it being Extreme Rules and wanting to give the fans a show, I'm thinking Cesaro escapes. Matt hits a twist of fate on Sheamus. Matt and Jeff start to climb, and Jeff hits a swanton on Sheamus from the top of the cage. And I'm going to go with the Hardys winning, as long as Jeff actually connects with the swanton and Sheamus is the only one in the ring. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Hardys, because Enzo and Cass are kind of out of the title picture with this whole investigation into who is hitting Enzo. I'm hoping that it's either actually the Revival or that it's Big Cass himself. The problem with it being Cass is that means that another face tag team is breaking up, and Raw is lacking tag teams to compete below the championship level. I'm hoping the Hardys win this and the club get their push. So, we'll see. Next, you have the Intercontinental Championship match. If Dean Ambrose gets disqualified, Miz wins the title. Miz is going to start this match off doing everything he can to upset Dean Ambrose, make him angry, get the volatile lunatic to get himself disqualified. The match is, I'd be willing to bet a considerable sum of money that the first thing Miz does is slap Dean Ambrose. Just walk out in the middle of the ring and slap him in the face. Yeah. I'd definitely bet on that if it were legal. This one comes down to, will Miz get desperate enough that Maryse will just slap him? She does. Miz wins the title. Or will Dean Ambrose keep his cool and manage to hit Dirty Deeds and end the match? I think for this one, I'm gonna have to go with Miz. There's just too many possibilities that he can use to shock the fans, win the match through any kind of disqualification. And then there's the kendo stick on a pole match, Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. This kind of match I'm kind of confused about. Some of the announcers have said that whoever takes down the kendo stick is the one allowed to use it. If that's true, then it actually means there's a point to having the kendo stick on a pole. If Bayley gets it first and Alexa isn't allowed to use it, okay, there was a goal for being the first one to take it down. If they both wind up using the kendo stick, why the hell was it on a pole to begin with? Why not lay it in the middle of the match or have the referee toss it up like basketball? First one to catch it. I see this match ending with Alexa still being champion. I think it'll probably be interference by Nia Jax. Nia will help Alexa keep the championship to get the title shot that Alexa promised her. And then it comes down to our Fatal 5-Way number one contender match. Still haven't seen Brock Lesnar in, I don't know, I forget. How long has it been since we've seen Brock? How long has it been since we've seen a title match? Better question, why won't any of the announcers use the name of the next Raw pay-per-view? It's called Great Balls of Fire. No idea who came up with it, but the announcers aren't saying it. Probably because they realized just how bad it was. But anyway, I see Brock keeping his title until he faces either Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman or both in a triple threat match. That would make for a great match. I've mentioned it in a few videos. I'm hoping to see it. So I see them putting Brock up against guys who have the talent to beat him. Guys who, any of the 5 guys in this match. But I think the one that they're going to start with is the one that the fans have been behind since he showed up. I see Finn Balor winning this match and being the first one to take on Brock Lesnar for the title. He won't win. It'll make for a great match, but we'll see where things go and if I'm right about all of that. But I see Finn being the first one to take on Brock. So, yeah, I think we're going to see Finn Balor at the end of the night. After all the brawling is finished. It's going to be a great match no matter who wins. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. The show's actually started. Like I said, this is short notice. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to start watching. I'll Google to find out if I was right about Apollo Crews. I hope so. But we'll get this video uploaded, and I'll probably do my reactions video later tonight. After the pay-per-view's over, we'll see where everything is going from here. Alright, bye guys.